Throws to his right. Dortch is shy of the first down marker. And the Texans stop them. About a half a yard shy of the first down. Thomas Cashman in on the tackle.
Swarm! You know, that was a swarm. Nice play. Good job. Whether it's Blake Cashman or Christian Harris or insert Houston Texans defender yesterday, Steven Nelson. Big deflection in crunch time. Derek Stingley Jr., an interception. Will Anderson, an actual sack? What? It was a really, I thought, good performance all around, especially by the Texans defense. First drive of the game, the touchdown allowed by Jalen Petrie, not great. And okay, they allowed a touchdown in the second half as well. Definitely made Kyler Murray and the Cardinals earn it. But this dub is a D'Amico dub. And I have a question for you, because I think we all do this. We all like to be different. We all like to be special in our own way. You don't want to be, mainstream. You don't want to be basic. When somebody goes up to you and asks you a question about your beloved Houston Texans and they say, hey, who's your favorite player? And if you say CJ Stroud, you're kind of basic. Because everyone's favorite player is CJ Stroud. Duh. So you have to think of somebody that's your favorite player that's not CJ Stroud. If you want people to believe you're a real Texans fan, you have to do it. I didn't make the rules, man. But I know that growing up, my favorite New England Patriot player, Troy Brown, embodied the Patriot way. Was he the best player in the Patriots? He was close to the best player in the Patriots, but you gotta pick a hipster person to make people know you're serious. And then once that person goes mainstream, then you have to pretend you don't like them for no good reason at all. Because that's what a lot of people in the world of music do. I liked them before they sold out. Would you have sold out in that same situation? I would have never sold out the integrity of my music. I would have never done that. I have a favorite Houston Texan, and it's not CJ Stroud, and it's not Tank Dell. It's not Will Anderson. It's not Derek Stingley Jr. My favorite Houston Texan is now 100% Christian Harris after listening to him talk at his locker yesterday. Why do I say that? Someone went up to Christian Harris and told him that Blake Cashman had 19 tackles during the game. Not going to lie, I heard that and I was like, wait, 19 tackles? But Christian Harris had a much better reaction to this.
Cashman had 19 tackles.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
That was my laugh in the background, and that was an authentic laugh. That wasn't a It wasn't one of those. That was an authentic chuckle.
It was an authentic media laugh.
I legitimately lolled there. I lolled. Christian Harris is my guy. Christian Harris, I would argue, was better than Blake Cashman yesterday. Not to say Blake Cashman wasn't good. Cashman was awesome. Yeah. But I thought Christian Harris was better. And I thought the two of them, in a game where Denzel Behrman was suspended, they really stepped up. It's not easy to keep a guy like Kyler Murray in check. And those two, Cashman continuing what he has done since training camp, and Harris picking off where he kind of left off last year, they're a great tandem. And I just like hearing Christian Harris talk, not going to lie. Mainly, is taking the Lord's name in vain bad? Some would say yes. But if you've listened to this show long enough, you know that's a bad habit of mine. And I like that somebody else is down on my level there. Also, when asked about Sunday's game against the Jaguars, Christian Harris, he's got all that Sabanism in him. Here he is just referencing Nick Saban casually because they're focused still.
I remember Saban talking about rat poison, so I don't listen too much about the crowd noise and all that. We got a job to do. We got to come in here every day, and you got to prepare every single day for it. So, when we get to that opportunity, maximize it and get the job done.
Is it rat poison or something pretty damn cool to hear MVP chants?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that was hard. Yeah, MVP chants in the stadium was hard. That was lit. It kind of felt like a movie. It was cool.
What's the key to chasing after a quarterback like Kyler Murray?
God blessed me with some speed. So, I got mean, it's still a little tough. He got out on me one time, so but I mean, he's a great quarterback. You know, he has all of the attributes, all the athletic abilities. So I mean, he's a great quarterback.
I like Christian Harris. So Christian Harris, my favorite Houston Texan. How about that? Number 48 in the program, number 1 in my heart. That is my hipster choice for favorite Houston Texan. Someone commented, Hackashack on the Twitch, favorite Texans player, Dare Ogunbowale.
That's a good one.
He does everything demanded of him, and he doesn't ask for the glory.
That is a good hipster pick.
Yeah.
To be like the 4th string running back.
That's a real hipster pick. You're a real one.
Special teams specialist.
Don't you love the people that act like they don't want the glory? Like Eddie Vedder.
I feel like that was a thing. Like all those, like in the 90s especially, it felt like it was like you get.
I don't want to be famous.
You got shamed for like.
Being
a successful musician.
If you want to know about the history of grunge, like people thought that Kurt Cobain was real, and it definitely helped that Kurt Cobain. Like
had
as far as
career.
Establishing realness, right? Where Eddie Vedder, I mean, he has that song "Corduroy," where he's singing about how the same corduroy jacket that he wears is now going for like $300, but he loves that. You know that Eddie Vedder loved that.
I mean, yeah.
Eddie Vedder is about the glory.
Of course he loves it. He lives in a nice house. He gets to like not have to worry about things. That's nice cars. If he really didn't like it, he wouldn't take the money. He would stop making music.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you really are just sick of all this attention.
Just give away your music for free.
The funny thing is, Pearl Jam's still playing and still making new songs. And I love Pearl Jam. Don't get me wrong. I think Pearl Jam's one of the best bands ever. However, Eddie Vedder, there's an air of I think fraud when it comes to like, I don't want any of this attention.
Yeah. I'm glad we got to the like, nope, just literally get rich or die trying.
Yeah. Whoa, jeez. Speaking of hipster favorite Texans, someone texted Connor Barwin, Antonio Smith. Antonio Smith was a great one. Antonio Smith was hilarious, and he once tried to beat up Richie Incognito with Incognito's helmet. No one talked about that the same way they talked about Myles Garrett, which was as if Myles Garrett committed assault, and that happened on Sunday.
Yes, he referenced it. They did a callback of Myles Garrett.
He found a helmet on the ground, and he picked it up.
There's a Steelers helmet just rolling around.
And a Steeler player came over to him and said, like, no, you gotta put that thing down.
He did the palms up.
It was very funny. Wait. That was a very funny moment in that game. Other nominees, hipster Texans. Someone said that they went to a hotel in Springfield, Illinois yesterday. The front desk clerk was wearing a Matt Schaub jersey. Now, that's just weird. I'm not going to lie. That's like, maybe that person is a Houston Texans fan, and they're living in Springfield, Illinois. Shout out to you. But that's a little weird. It's a little out of place. There's this terrible movie called You Got Served as well. And I remember for whatever reason, I think during the end credits, I could not help but focusing in at like an LA mall. There's a person wearing a David Carr Houston Texans jersey. It's just walking around. I'm like, get out of here.
Hell yeah.
That's a real one.
Yeah, day one fan.
Mm-hmm. So that would be a hipster choice now.
Yeah, because now it's like... There's no...
He never got a fair chance.
Yeah, there's no one that bought that jersey, like, recently.
Right.
Not even, like, relative... Like, even, like, the last 3 years that David Carr started for the Texans, no one was, like, going out and be like, I really like this guy.
No. We got to find it. Do you have a David Carr jersey? 713-780. You do?
I thought that was a hypothetical. I mean, it was when I was, what, like, 6?
Oh, damn.
8, maybe?
Damn, dude. Hey, that's pretty hard.